No one try and tell me I don't love the Wolf Pack. I shouldn't even be talking. My voice is just disgustingly messed, and yeah, I should be on voice rest the whole day. But I've got day to myself. Might as well get some recordings out. So yeah, can't really even talk. But yeah, I've got to get on with this transfer deadline day episode. Yeah, let's do it. Gonna start with the outs here. Stephen Davis went to Crystal Palace for £2.5 million. He wasn't being used in the squad. I didn't want to, I nobody got time for arguments. Do you know what I mean? So I was kind of just like, yeah, get out. Not can't be bothered. We had a bit of a disagreement anyway, and he constantly kept moaning to the first team players, the locker room, that he just wanted to leave. So I was like, cool, we will sell you. And halfway through, I think it was November, halfway through November or end of October, we decided to get rid of him. And Crystal Palace put in an early bid for £2.5 million, and that's where he is now located. So yeah, good, best of luck to him. He's 31 years of age, so I can only see maybe about three or four seasons left with him. But those mental stats are quite good. But it's a shame because I didn't really want to lose him, because he is a decent player, but he didn't want to stay. So that's that. A player I really didn't want to sell, Oriel Romeu. Yeah, he wanted to leave, but he's got a lot of potential, which was quite how can I say, it was a bit of a head split, because half of me was just like, just get rid of him. The other half was like, nah, he could be a ledge though. But in the end, Leicester came in and were like, here's £3 million, take it or leave it. And I didn't want an unhappy player in the squad. He was another player complaining to his other teammates that he wanted to leave, so it was the best thing to do, just to get rid of him, like just get out kind of thing. And I wish you the best of luck. We didn't have an argument, there was no disagreements, nothing like that. It was kind of a mutual thing. I said, if an offer comes in for you, we will sell you. One did come in for him, Leicester, and he's gone. So wish him the best of luck. His mentals are quite heartbreaking to look at, because some of them are quite good. Anticipation on 17, teamwork and work rate on 16 and 18. So yeah, he's only 24 as well. So I reckon by 26, 27, those mentals are going to be quite a force to be reckoned with. But yeah, it's a shame, but they're a replacement, so it's all good. Later in the window, we got rid of Yoshida for 900k. He went to Bristol City, quite low down, if I'm honest. I didn't think he would go to a championship side. I thought he would go to maybe like a Bournemouth or a Watford, but he picked Bristol City. Well, he didn't pick Bristol City. Bristol City picked him, and he accepted. So I was a bit shocked by that, but nevertheless, it's 900k. Not what I really wanted to sell him for, but he wanted to leave. I had him unhappy in the club for about 3 months, so it's nice to get a refreshed and excited locker room back. But Yoshida didn't really want to stay. His heart wasn't in Southampton anymore, and the Bristol City fans are quite excited with a player of his experience and his knowledge, and I think he could bring something to Bristol City. So I think it's a good deal on both parts of the table. Whereas we got money for him and got rid of an unhappy player, and Yoshida's got a place where he is now loved and respected and got a chance to revive his career, which he thought we were killing. So it's all good. It's all good. Oh, for £9 million, Virgil van Dijk went to Sporting Lisbon. It was a deal I really, really, really tried not to allow to happen. He wanted to leave from maybe October. He wanted to leave, actually, and I kept him in the club from then. Didn't transfer list him, didn't do nothing. And then December came and he requested to leave, and I was like, oh, don't be a dipstick. And no, he just really didn't want to stay. I tried everything. I tried to offer him a new contract. I tried playing him a few matches. It just, nothing worked. His heart left Southampton big time, and you can put the blame on me. Not really, because I did use him as much as I thought I should have. I just personally thought Kauka and Fonte were a better duo in the centre half, but Virgil van Dijk is a good player. Like, you know, you can't deny that he is a fantastic centre back, and it's a shame to lose him. But £9 million plus add-on fee, so actually this deal goes up to £12 million. So no one's complaining about that at all. But again, really a big shame to lose a player like Virgil van Dijk. But you know, we've got to move on, got to keep our heads forward. It's not the end of the world. It's only one player. We have built a team at Southampton, not a team around one player. So we don't rely on one player. We rely on the team. So you know, we got to look forward. We've got to look to the future. Got to look at the new centre backs that are coming in and stuff. We've got to look forward and not look back. And you know, I know the fans are disheartened and a bit heartbroken because they still felt like he had a lot to offer, and I did too. But when you've got a player that's unhappy, it's just not. There's no point keeping him in the club. He's just gonna continuously bring down the morale in the club. Players are not gonna, you know, players are gonna get fed up, and if you make the wrong decision with him, then the players get upset. It's a massive circle of frustration. So it's best to just get rid of him. And as well as that, he's not. At least he's not in the Premier League. He's gone to Sporting, way out into Portugal. So not bothering us. But yeah, that's that. For near enough £20 million, Sadio Mane has gone to Juventus. Oh, it hurt. It really did hurt. So what happened was, in December, Porto and the media decided to start up strong rumours that they were interested in, you know, securing Mane's services for, you know, at least 3 years on a contract or whatever. The reported deal was going to be for £30 million. That was the first one. Then I had Borussia Dortmund start a rumour that they wanted to sign Mane for around £30 million. And this started to get to Mane's head a little bit. So his form dropped. He started to become inconsistent, which was on his report. It wasn't on his report before, and it just appeared on his report, so he became inconsistent. And then he walked into the office, and from that point on, let's rewind. It was at that moment Wolfie knew that request was being handed in. So yeah, he basically handed in a transfer request and was basically like, I want to leave, I want to join Porto. They're offering better money that you can offer me, and also they are in a better position in the league. Some nonsense like that. I don't even remember the conversation, mate. I had my headphones in, so I was listening to Limp Bizkit. Wasn't really feeling the conversation with Mane. He was like, mate, are you listening? I was like, nah, mate. So anyway, I'm still trying to be as entertaining as I can with a freaking broken voice. I tried to. I didn't offer him out. I just when you go on the transfer status, I put his transfer status and I put his asking price on £30 million, because that's what these both, Porto and Dortmund both said they were willing to pay £30 million. So that's what I put his fee up to. However, didn't happen. I got a £15 million bid from Dortmund, rejected that. He got pissed off. Then I got a £15 million bid from Porto and Sporting were only offering me like 4.5 million up front, and the rest and like 10 million or something like that, 10.5 million or something like that over the next 48 months. So I was like, nah, hang on a minute. What happened to that £30 million you lot were talking about? Just didn't appear. And then he got pissed off because I rejected 2 more offers. So he was like, I want to leave. Don't really like how you're handling this. Because you haven't done what you said, your locker room is going to go through hell, and I'm going to make your changing room and all the players know how bad of a manager you are. I was like, mate, not dealing with threats. You can piss off to the under 21s, right? And that's what I did. Put him in the under 21s. And then the saviour, according to him, Juventus, came and rescued him and offered me, I think it was £16 million up front, five after 50 league appearances, and I think 2.5 million over 12 months monthly installments. Rejected that for some reason. Don't know why I was being stupid. Then I had to negotiate again. Anyway, I got that same deal back in, and he's gone. So that is basically how the Mane saga and transfer situation happened. So yeah, but he's gone. It's a shame, but again, there are replacements. It does just open the doorway to, future stars, which we have signed, which you will see in a minute. But yeah, Mane gone to Juventus. It is a big loss because he was one of my favorite players. But the second you disrespect me across the line, doesn't work. You gotta go back to the back of the queue and work your way back up. I'm not having no one disrespect me like that. No way. Trying to threaten me? Are you mad? Try to take me for a TV? No. Anyway, that's happened. So the first signing for January was Felipe Gutierrez from FC Twente. I don't really know what made me want to sign this guy so badly, but I just looked at his stats and he just seemed like a solid player. Like, he just seems solid. He can play defensive midfield, attacking midfield, and he could also play on the left. But he just seems solid. Like, I don't know. Maybe those stats don't scream amazing midfielder, but they for me they're just solid. Like, I don't know. I'm happy with him, and he's become a starting midfielder in the club as well, which is awesome. Not really much to talk about because how this transfer happened was he was offered out by his agent, and I actually saw Arsenal and Newcastle like looking at him, and I thought, because Arsenal was on there and Newcastle, I thought, mate, maybe I should slip in a deal, and it worked. He wanted to join Southampton. I think he probably liked the direction we were going in terms of, future players and stuff like that. So yeah, first signing. We only signed him for £5 million as well, so it's not a big deal. Big Subo signed with us for £7 million, with add-on fees leading up to £8.5 million, which is not a lot for a player like Subotic. I rate him big time. A lot of people don't, but I do. I think back in the day, his partnership with Hummels was 100% secure. And now they've got Socrates. Doesn't really happen with Subotic that much anymore, and he does get a few injuries now and again, but I'm going to try and give his last few, he ain't got a few years, but at Southampton I think he's got maybe another few years before I get rid of him. But for now, he is going to do the job and has been doing the job, and since he's played for us, I can't wait to show you the results, because since he's joined, the whole team has just played like a new Southampton. It's been amazing. So yeah, £7 million is not a lot as well for a player like Subotic. I don't really know. I guess Dortmund transfer listed him because they weren't using him. They had Socrates. Probably wanted to push Marion Sarr up there as well. They've also got a Ginter as well. They've got Ginter as well. So they probably wanted to use Ginter and Sarr as like the two, young prospects to come up. And then they had Socrates and Hummels. So I don't really think there were any plans for Subotic. Although he's a good backup though, but I don't know. I'm not really in Tuchel's mind right now, am I? So here is Mane's replacement, Briel Mbolo. Now you're probably thinking, a lot of people are probably thinking, FIFA players are probably thinking, he's a freaking striker. Not in this game. He can play attacking midfield, attacking midfield, on the wing, on the right hand side, even on the left, kind of, and up front. So he can play in multiple positions. You can see he's got that 4-star potential, got that black star there. He's actually got the Wonder Kid status as well. And yeah, I'm training him on the right at the moment, so he's going to just improve as a winger. So we're going to continue to use him as a winger, and he can also play up front. The reason why I signed Mbolo is because not only did he remind me of Mane, but he also covers the same positions Mane could play, like attacking midfield, striker, and secured on the right. So it was kind of like a no-brainer. It was kind of like, mate, it's a perfect match. And he's a wonder kid as well. He's 18 years of age. Some of these stats for 18 are, quite tasty. And you can only imagine what he's going to look like when he's like 21, 22. Freaking hell. It's going to be amazing. So, yeah. £15 million it cost me to sign him, Brolo. So we used kind of a chunk out of that £20 million that we got recuperated from Mane. But it's all worth it. You got to invest sometimes in big players. And you got to invest big to get big. So you know, hopefully we get big. So that is going to be the end of this episode, guys. I'm really sorry about my voice, but at the end of the day, I kind of see I'm the one. I hate to sit down and let something eat me or like take over me. I have to do something. Like, I can't not do anything. I haven't been able to go to uni for a couple of days. But now that I'm at home, I'm literally bored of just sitting around. I have to do videos, so the next couple of episodes, because this is kind of pre-recorded stuff, you will hear my voice like this, but after a while, after a few days, it will get better. In the upcoming episodes, it will get better. But you can see we spent £44.7 million in January, in summer and January. And for summer and January in the outs, we recuperated £45.15 million. So we've done good business, in my opinion, really good business. And the players that I've signed have all proved to be either proved that they're going to be something special in the future for us, or have proved that they're going to do the business for us now. The likes of Klaassen and Gutierrez and Subotic, Locadia as well, have all proved right now that they're willing to fight for Southampton, even though Felipe Gutierrez has only been with us for a few weeks. And then we've got Christopher Ajer and Demarai Gray, who look like they're going to be something special for us in the future. So we've done really good business. And then Bolo, he's only been with us for about a week or so, so he's still got a few more matches to show us what he is capable of. But I feel like Briel is going to be a player for now and for the future as well. So it's exciting. This Southampton team I'm building, it's exciting. So yeah, leave a like. Again, I apologize for my voice, but I can't just sit down and not do anything. I hope you guys understand. Bear with me. I know there's going to be some newcomers who probably come across this video and be like, oh my gosh, his voice sounds like weird. Why do people subscribe to him or whatever? It's not how I usually sound. This is just me ill, but refusing to let the illness take over me. So yeah, I hate that voice in the back of my head that says you can't do something. Like, I just have to do it. So yeah, that's that. Hopefully I've enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave a like, and I'll see you next time. Peace.